Hello, Third Ward. Welcome back. In 2003, we were told that Harvey should look like Homewood, Illinois. Homewood is a pretty successful community just south of Harvey. In comparison to the current state of Harvey, Homewood has a decent housing stock, nice parks, and good business. In fact, many people from Harvey do business in the village of Homewood. Why? Because Harvey lacks the economic development structure necessary to support many of those businesses. What I would like to talk to you about today is a way to get that economic development structure that is so needed to improve Harvey's future. In past addresses, I have talked about our $64 million debt. I have talked about some of the lawsuits. I have talked about the missteps of the current administration. And while those issues still exist, I would like to talk about what I believe is the first step to us working our way out of these situations. That step is what is called best practices. What are best practices? Best practices are procedures that are accepted or prescribed as being correct or most effective. Now let's take a look at where best practices are implemented. Go south of Halsted and Interstate 80. You see business, development, construction, jobs, well-lit and paved roads. These things contribute to a better community and lower taxes for residents. Now go north of Halsted and Interstate 80. You see fewer businesses, vacant lots, fewer jobs, dark areas, and potholes. The differences between the north and south of Halsted and Interstate 80 is the implementation of best practices, procedures that are accepted or prescribed as being correct or most effective. In Harvey, we need best practices. You may have seen our city council meetings. They appear dysfunctional and chaotic. In an effort to eliminate this, several alderpersons, including myself, proposed rules and order for city council meetings. Rules and order are a best practice. We submitted the proposal for consideration at the next city council meeting. We believe this would help put our council on solid footing to establish best practices and handle city business. Nevertheless, it came to my attention that the mayor and city clerk refused to put such measure on the agenda. In other words, we can never have the best practices we need as a city if the powers that be refuse to address becoming better. Therefore, we will have to call a special meeting to try to pass this measure ourselves, myself and the other aldermen. It is important that we have these rules in order for our city council meetings. They are the procedures that are accepted or prescribed as being correct or most effective. I have heard and agree that successful people do what other successful people do. Most, if not all of us, can agree with that proposition. Well, successful communities do what other successful communities do. And by embracing and implementing best practices, procedures that are accepted or prescribed as being correct or most effective, we can help to move our city in the right direction. I look forward to keeping you updated about our proposed rules and order for city council meetings. I look forward to seeing our city becoming that shining city on a hill. Until then, please download our app for iPhone and Android, share it with others. Keep hope that we as a city will get better. But most of all, remember that unity begins with you.